So this
This
is
is the outfit that I got in Zara. You know that I had in my bag when I said it. So
I
these were
asked you 3 times, and we just went on to talk about something
No,
completely
do
different.
you know one thing I found out you didn't do? You didn't ask me once about the outfit. You didn't ask to see it at all.
Did I
No,
not?
and I felt
That's
really...
very unlike me, isn't it?
Well, I thought you thought I don't give a shit what this twat's buying. Oh, you can't. What? Your intro, innit? Why
I
are you
know,
looking at me?
but I was waiting for you. I'm going to wait for you now to be your drink now.
Sorry, can we not start with like a drink?
No, because it looks unprofessional.
Two? Go on.
Hello, babies, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Bottom Line Podcast with me, Jay.
And me, George.
Today's episode, you are in for a goddamn treat.
Are they?
Oh my god,
Do they
yeah.
know something I don't?
We are talking today about if you're lost, take a look, and you will find me. Time after time. We're talking about time.
Cyndi Lauper.
We're talking about age. We're talking about getting older. We're talking about birthdays. We're talking about all those good things that come with birthdays.
But I've got to ask you first and foremost.
Go on.
Can you tell me a bit about our dream guest today? For those on the A43 on their way to the hospital for a toe surgery.
For those, I am so sorry for toe surgery. For anyone who is not joining us. For those who are on their way to Stoke Mandeville Hospital. Those
listening on Stoke Mandeville Hospital.
Those who are listening live on Stoke Mandeville Radio are just in for a treat for the one and only special guest, dream guest.
Yeah.
And I think this is...
You can't see it because of the light. There you go.
This is, I think, my ultimate dream guest. Like, if I was to be in the company and presence of this queen, I'd die happy.
And didn't we mention it last week? We were talking about TikTok.
We have mentioned it when we've spoken in the past. But for those who are unaware or cannot see the visual, it's the one and only Kate King. Katie Louise King.
Katie Louise King. Why is she your dream? Why is she our dream guest?
Because everything about Kate Louise King is just, I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with her mum Val and sister Valerie. I'm obsessed with Mick.
Yeah.
Mike and sister both, father.
And I think she works well for like this topic of like getting older and like aging, because honey, the way that she is fully like 20 years of age and lives like me with like the OAP.
She makes my nan, who is 90 in March, look as if my nan is a freshers at uni. Honest to God. My nan goes like out and about, and this queen here, by the way, she is living...
Bowls.
Honest to God, she does the church.
Yeah.
She does bowls. I also imagine that she'd be into bocce.
Probably. It's a bit similar. I got bronze at bocce when I went on holiday to Turkey once. The only like sort of
medal.
Yeah, I've ever got.
Excuse me. Sorry, I've just burped.
Oh my God, that's
the mic just...
The mic just screamed in my face.
But when we talk about Kate King, there's a lot to unpick with Kate King.
There's also there's lore there.
There is.
There's drama, there's tea. There's the granddad that wasn't the granddad. There's a lot of that.
I know, but there's...
But what I wouldn't give for an evening with Kate King.
I want to be able to bring Kate King back to the forefront. Where is Kate King? Do you remember June Sarpong, who used to be on T4? She used to host it with Vernon Kay. She used to have the Fringe.
Probably, sure.
June Sarpong. June Sarpong went missing for years. Like, she didn't, but she did.
Like Agatha Christie?
No, like, she
stopped working.
She probably just took a break, bless her.
Or she couldn't get the work.
Maybe. But I want the equivalent, because people went on, like, a worldwide scavenger hunt to find June Sarpong. It was a voyage to find June Sarpong. She was found, she was brought back, and then she was brought back, and she then became one of the presenters on Loose Women. I want Kate King. I want there to be a national day for Kate King.
But I also appreciate Kate King, whatever Kate King wants that she should have. So if she chose to step away from the limelight because of the way people react and stuff, I'm also like, if this is what you need, then honey, that's fine, and I'll appreciate everything that you've given us. But yeah, I think one night with Kate King would be like just a lovely time.
I do hope there is a day that she turns around and she goes, let me just try it once more.
I hope she comes back. I hope I turn on BBC One and she is on the One show and she's got a book coming out called The Journey to My Throne, Kate King.
Fair.
Or The Abdication of a Queen, Katie King.
Katie Louise King.
And that tells us what really happened.
The real story.
On 9/11, yeah.
I want to dispatch this investigation of the story of Kate King, but if you go on YouTube, there is a specific video. Have you watched it?
Baby, have I watched it?
Oh my God. That narrator on that, by the way.
I supported it. Are you fancying?
No, I don't know, but the voice is like, it's chilling.
It's like that. I really want like an American one to be like, Kate King was a, like when you see on those like
gritty
sort of dirty 90s. Speaking of dirty, honey, aging.
Dirty 30s.
It's coming up for you. It's been for me a few months now. How are you feeling about it?
As it gets closer and closer, before Christmas I was a little bit all fearing it, but as it gets closer and closer, I'm just a bit now like, okay. And I've come to the realisation that all I'm going to do in my 30s is literally do what I did in my 20s, but with money. Yeah. And do things that I wasn't able to do when I was in my 20s, but do it in my 30s. I think that's the way to look at it.
Yeah, I think and also as someone who's been 30 for what, like 5 months or whatever.
It's no difference.
Feel no different. And I understand, when you talk to like older people who say like 70s, 80s, and they're like, obviously my body feels older, but me, myself, and I can just like the other day I was in M&S and I saw this old guy, like probably 80 or 90, no wedding ring. I was like, oh my God, me. And like just on his own, like getting his shopping. And I just thought, I saw myself and I was like, I bet he feels like I do inside, the same as I did 20 years ago. Like we were talking on the first episode about like high school and not feeling any different. I feel like, in the words of Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, we're all different people all through our lives, and that's okay. That's good. You got to keep going so long as you remember all the people that you used to be. And that's the tea. That's my bottom line ready for the day. And honest to God, I would be his bottom line anyway.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, so are you excited, or is it just like, it's just happening? It's just
happening. Just accepted it and get on with it, because what's the other option? Like, age is a privilege denied to many. It really, really is.
1,000.
And I think I've got a real problem with people turning around and being like, oh, well, I'm 25, I'm 21, I'm 18, I'm 35, and I've not done X, Y, and Z. Now, what is that? What are the standards? Like, you are holding yourself to standards based on what you see, which work for one person but might not work for you. I think, as we've spoke about in a few episodes in the past, it's hard enough just bloody existing.
Yeah, I think just don't put too much
pressure on yourself
for like different ages. And I think turning 30 is definitely. I know it sounds like so cliche. Like, I turned 30 and just, but it kind of is. And maybe it wasn't on the day I was 30, which was Halloween, by the way. If anyone wants to know my birthday, 31st of October, put it in your diaries. And I think, like, leading up to it, like you, I was just like, it's just going to happen, and it's going to be absolutely no different from the day before, other than I've got to, like, I think the only scary thing is
seeing the cards.
No, is checking that box on any thing where I've now got to go from 20 to 29 to 30 to 39. And can we talk about the over 25s category in X Factor?
Do you know when I was a child, because we were children, let's be honest, do you know if you were the overs, why was that deemed and viewed as if like you were claiming a pension?
It was like,
Ollie Mers was in the overs.
Really?
Yeah.
Obviously Mary.
But how do you put Tesco Mary and Ollie Mers in the same category? Do you know what I mean? Ollie Mers, by the way, he's getting finer as he ages, I think.
I know, but he did that weird thing, didn't he?
What?
I don't know. I feel like there was something like, people were like, all right, he was a bit like a TikTok. I don't know. He feels a bit like, like he's doing sort of like the Flora Pavilion shows and things like that.
I think you've underestimated them there, because he's 7 out of every
Underestimated from the Princess Diana musical that got cancelled. Anyway, yeah, but the over 25s, I'm like, I would have been in that category now for 5 years.
But also, it was as if, oh well, it's their last chance.
So like,
it's their last chance at stardom and fame. Are you for real?
Honey, when I turned 25 and somebody said you'd now be in the over 25s, I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Like fully gagged. What was your favourite thing about the X Factor? Sorry.
Cheryl getting malaria.
When they did that trailer.
The drama.
we don't have TV like that anymore. I know we got the Traitors, but like nothing like that was. There was no like Cheryl Cole has collapsed.
But also, you had to wait. I don't know. Traitors is similar, where you have to wait, but also like
there was no like. It was just
there was no spoiler. You had to wait.
That was the guy.
Do you remember Calvin Harris ran on the stage with the pineapple and said,
"No."
Yeah, that was a time.
I mean, you got to think about stuff like that, and you think about like some of the icons that were on that back in the day.
Kitty Brucknell.
Kitty Brucknell follows me on Instagram.
But also, hot take. If Kitty Brucknell was slightly better at singing, there is no difference to her and Lady Gaga, purely because she's a theatrical theatre kid who just got a chance and got a break.
And that's what I need. You know,
break. I need a fucking Kit Kat. Give me a break.
I need several breaks. Yeah, but like, you think about Rachel and Emma, Chorna. You think about Emma and her sister came on the Extra Factor. You think about Kelly.
Singing in the
very
Times.
harsh, very, very harsh.
Dawn the Apprentice jockey.
Dawn the Apprentice jockey.
In that outfit alone.
Should have won awards. And then do you remember they used to do in the and they stopped doing it later on?
The final performance where they bring out all the people who can't sing.
The auditioneers. Do you remember? All the real stars of the X Factor.
Yeah.
The audition.
I'm just the mother-in-law.
I'm just a mother-in-law. Right, for support. Yes. And then what was her name? Who's Lorraine? This is Lorraine. And what was her mum? What was her?
You laughed.
You laughed. I always laugh. No, you do not, Simon.
Oh my God.
You should alter your ways. What was her name? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Edna.
Edna
and Lorraine.
Edna.
Honey, Edna and Lorraine Warren. The Conjuring Part 4. Give it to me now.
Do you remember the in Britain's Got Talent slightly deviated? Gay with the bells.
No.
It was like a husband and wife.
Do you remember the Singing Trolls? What? Singing Souls. Oh, I thought you said the Singing Trolls.
What?
They were like 3 girls, and they were all in like different coloured tracksuits. Just giving the Jimmies from the Bone Temple, and they sang a song, and one of them had circular glasses, and she was like, I think some things we don't want to be, I think some of the stuff you say can come across rude. So he's like, no, I appreciate that. And he's like, you should speak. And she got the gobby tall one, honey. You all know I'm talking about the Singing Souls, Singing Trolls. Look them up. I didn't know about X Factor or Britain's Got Talent. I can't remember. Anyway, sorry.
Do you remember Gay and Alan?
Now you've said the name.
They played the bells.
What about Paddington? Was he the dog?
Paddington?
Who was the dog that won?
Pudsey. Oh, he's dead now.
Is he? They all are.
What was she called?
Ashley and Pudsey. Ashley and Pudsey. Do you remember those 2 kids? Hopeful, yes I am. Hopeful for today. Bells and Whistles or something they were called.
Bars and Melody. Bars and Melody.
Honest to God, that was...
Do you remember Gabs? With the dreadlocks and the backwards cap and the onesie.
No, honey. Do you remember Gamu?
You're my sunshine. And Jenny Halliwell's like this.
Yeah. That, baby, she's going on there one day. Gamu, because we were robbed.
Gamu didn't get through.
Well, she got deported, didn't she?
Yeah, no.
We're just...
Dreadful.
Terrible. So anyway,
how have we got?
Because we were talking about class,
over 25s.
Over 25s.
Jesus.
I would say for me, I feel like I found
God.
I feel like, and you might go, all right, and tell me honestly.
Go on.
I think I've started to find my style.
At 30?
Yeah.
Since October?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, in the last year, 29, yeah. I would say, I've was always just
You've been more experimental.
Yeah, I think I've been taking risks. Honey, this outfit is a risk. Yeah. It's not going to win everyone.
Some of them don't pay off.
Some of them aren't going to be winners to you guys, but all of them are winners in my heart, and that's why I'm wearing them. And honey, if somebody tells you you don't look good in something,
kill them.
Well, first of all, have a look at yourself. Have a look at them.
That's one thing that I've stopped doing,
What?
Stop listening to people, not in general, but people that want to make comments or be nasty.
Yeah.
If they're not attractive themselves, I don't take it. I take it with a pinch of salt. Because I'm like, who are you to make any sort of judgments about someone else if you look like that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I think as well, say something about getting older, it's the things that you realise is just now you're at that age, it's odd to think about people when you were a kid and stuff who were that age, and you're like, I'm that age now.
Yeah, because like when we were a few months ago, do you remember when we were in mine? And I was like, oh my God, we are the old gays that we would laugh at when we were younger.
Yeah, but I didn't remember doing that, but I just believed you. I think like just like times have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look back, I feel like youthful, like Simon, like my stepdad always said to me, like, it's just like you all, I think because, and it's maybe because we don't have anything, but what I mean by that is like, no, like my mum, like my parents, like, you know, 20, in their early 20s, like having to get a mortgage, they've got to pay for my fucking lifestyle, which was enough. And, you know, not like at one point, they were like, you know, it was, now I think we all have different priorities.
Yeah.
And so I think we feel different at this age rather than maybe what some of our, because I feel like maybe we don't have as many obligations, for better or for worse, of that being that we can't afford to actually buy a house or things like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just, because I'm like, maybe I haven't got anything. So I've got nothing to lose. In the words of Lady Gaga, when I look back on my life, I don't like to see things exactly as they happened. I prefer to remember them in an autistic way. I say autistic because that's me.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It is.
Is there anything that you like, you excited? Like, I suppose at this point it is just,
I feel like I've completed life. Like, and I know that sounds like,
so like we could take you out the back now and
I've done what I need to do.
I do get that sometimes when I'm sat in the morning. I'm like, honestly, if I open these curtains now and saw a big flash, I'd be like,
I know that sounds very, very morbid, but you know what sort of turned around to me, was like, you're gonna die tomorrow. I go, I mean, it's been a nice 29 years.
But like as you get older, and I don't know if you're like this or it's just fully me, and maybe because my friend's like, it's so ridiculous, you always say stupid things. Like I'm like, I will fully be dead in the next 20 years easily. Like I'm not seeing old age. They don't like listen to that. I'm like, honey, why are you, like, it's not your life. Why are you bothered? Can you see yourself getting older?
I can, but that upset me because you said something about this the other day. Because you were like,
because you did the same. I'm like,
because you were like, oh, I'll probably die before my mum.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'll definitely be dead before my mum.
That just baffled my head, the fact that you said that, because.
But that's fine to me, because also I don't want to live in a world where she's not here, to be honest. So I'm like, baby,
that's fine. I get
because
that.
And also mainly I say that because like she's only 16 years older than me.
Yeah.
Women usually live longer. She's like healthy, so healthy.
Whereas she'll outlive us all.
Yeah. She'll be clinging on to a Mulberry bag at like 106, just like shaking.
Good on her.
And I feel like, oh yeah, I don't live.
I don't think I'll live old. I think I'll get to like.
Old?
Well, this is it. I think I'll probably at about like 50, 60, I think.
That's what I think.
I think that. But is that just us being dramatic?
But I think that's just people. I think maybe you can't imagine yourself being old. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I probably couldn't imagine myself being 30.
Also, controversial opinion here, but what is the fucking world going to look like in...
You sound like bloody
years
30, and years. Russell T Davies.
40, 50. Realistically, in another 20, 30 years, what is going to be going on?
Well, everywhere will be like, whoa, and we'll probably already be dead. But I think like, you know, I was thinking about, do you think we'll ever see anything that was like, I can't believe that?
Like flying cars?
Flying cars, or like, do you reckon they'll go to like, do you think we'll have people living on the moon or Mars in the next? You don't think? I thought they were prepping. No. Why did Katy Perry go to space?
I don't know.
Something to do.
Yeah.
Would you?
No, would I fuck?
Really? If it was all fake expenses paid?
I struggle getting on a fucking Ryanair flight to Spain, let alone going to uncharted territory.
I would do it, and I'd make myself cry and film a video of like the tear like flying off.
Of course you would.
And like it in the background. Wouldn't that be gaggy? And it's just like a tear for the world I once knew.
And that's why you will not die. That's why you will not make it past 50. Because you come out with shite like that. Like,
I think if you live with enough delusion, anything can happen.
Delulu is the Salulu.
It has to be. And I think at this point, you should just let people, like, if people are like, oh my God, they're so delusional. Unless they're out here deluding, like, affecting you, bitch, let them be delusional.
Let them. That Mel Gibbons theory, let them. I hate that. Have you heard this?
No.
The let them theory. She's like, if you don't get...
Let them eat cake.
No, very different. So there's a whole big movement at the moment, and she's released books, and good on her. This author, this practitioner, this therapist, whatever she wants to call herself, and good on her because she's made a good book on it. she's got something called the let them theory.
Right.
Now, the let them theory, in theory, is really, really good if you're not a petty bitch like me. So the let them theory is, like a group of your friends have gone out and they've not invited you. Let them. A group or like colleagues decide to go out for lunch and they don't involve you. Let them. Your boss does not give you the promotion, it's give it to someone else. Let them. No. Mine is, where the fuck was my invite? That's my theory. My theory is question people because...
Yeah.
What are we doing?
My theory in life, I know you didn't ask for it, but I'm going to tell you.
Come on.
Is just, and I've said this before in past episodes, and there's only been 4, so can you imagine how many more I'm going to say it in? But honestly, like, there was another, it's going back to like stuff at work. I'd like, meeting and we were like catching up and like, hey, like, what's everyone been up to? And like, let us know things. And one of the things, they were like, what are you doing? And I turned and got to me and I was like, I'm doing my best. And I was like, and do you know what? That's all we can do. And I think I'm just, at this point in life, I'm just like, we need to just let it.
Slow down.
Just slow down. Nothing. And I think this is, again, like getting older is like the way you are like that. I think I would have been like that 10 years ago. But I think now I'd be like, that's fine, honey, I didn't want to leave my house.
Mm.
I didn't want to be with those people anyway. It'd be my vibe.
But there's
like a mix. I think I'd find a middle ground.
Yeah, I think there'd be certain points where I'd be like, I've dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
But also, if I can pass up an opportunity to attend an event, as if my diary is full, by the way, talking as if like I've got multiple events each night, I've not. But if I can pass up an opportunity to not go out and stay in, I will do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what my biggest thing, by the way, and this is so, just goes to show you like how much I've changed.
Yeah.
I think my favourite thing ever is to run a hot bath and get in the bath.
Like, all I will say is like, yeah, if somebody's like inviting me to an event, I need to know that event is going to be wrapped by 9 p.m. because I have an easy accessibility to be home
and have eaten
and had been
having
given
food has digested, and I am in bed by 9.
Yeah, well, Ted, I don't want to be. The event needs to be finishing at 9, and I need to be heading. I need to be in a taxi at 9, and I need to be at home by 9:30 to get in the shower and to make sure that Poirot's on ITV3.
This is it.
But I don't think I've ever been like a going out person.
No, you've never been, and you've never been a town person.
No, I remember the first time I went to town, went with Kath, Jay, shout out, not you, the other Joe, and we went. I dressed. The outfit was fucking. I had a black blazer, probably the school blazer. No, it wasn't.
Ellen McGough's
denim jacket. That's why I'm wearing this for denim. I'm wearing this to throw back. Ellen, if you're watching, we love you.
Peace and love.
And like I had like a blue shirt, and then these trousers. And I had to wear like, because you couldn't wear
trainers.
I don't know if you still can in Liverpool.
You can now.
Because baby, when I got to London and people were turning up at these clubs in like tracky bottoms, I was like, that would not fly there. But that's because everyone.
It was a different time.
So that time I went and I just was like, it was so loud. Everyone was just so annoying. And I was just so tired. And I was like, I don't get this. Having a few drinks at home.
Yeah.
Fine.
Don't get me wrong. I love a night out. I love a dance. I love music. I love all that. One thing that I've always really struggled with is I have never, ever been on the same wavelength as the majority of the room when I've been in a venue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to match people's energy, and if you're trying to match it, then nah.
I would go out for drinks, but I'd go to like a cabaret. And have a bit of food, jazz, like just like I think when we went to that Fleetwood Mac thing,
yeah,
I was just like.
But also, do you know what?
And there was alcohol there.
But you know what would have been ideal?
What?
If we had a room over the road in the Red.
Yeah, and it had just been like.
Come on now.
Yeah, or maybe like the Hilton or something.
Yeah, but the Red. Have you seen that hotel? It's lovely.
Yeah, it used to be the student accommodation, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
I remember are they still building that?
I don't know.
Obviously not enough students. Do you feel like a woman?
No.
Very
much. No, I don't at all.
I think that's like a question as you get older.
But do I feel like a woman?
Yeah, like as you age.
No.
Do you feel like a man? I always feel like I hate feeling like a man.
No, that makes me feel vile.
Like because I
just feel like me.
I've only just started like growing like facial hair, which is why it's like in a bit weird stage moment. But then I'm like, I never used to want it because I used to think like that means like I'm like an adult, like I've got hair on my face.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
I never wanted to grow facial hair, like it because I used to think it meant that I was like a man.
But I also think
a kid.
I also think in the gay community, a tash is gay currency.
Do you think?
I think every gay should experiment with a tash. I also love Freddie Mercury and his tash, so that's why that was the main purpose that I shaved mine. But I was only talking the other day saying that I think I'm going to get rid of it, you know.
The tash?
Yeah.
I'd be intrigued to see what it would look like, because you've had it for so many years now.
Yeah.
But you always can go back. How long have you had it?
I think, like, solidly, it's about like a year and a half now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But also, like, if I got rid of my tash, I think I would look younger as well, which might be...
That's the key.
Which might be the bottom line.
The bottom line is...
Shave the tash off.
Shave the tash off. My bottom line. We've still got time.
Oh, I know.
We can answer our questions.
We've got the questions about it.
The questions now. We got them. You want to read them?
I'll get them for you. Read them. You read them. You got them.
All right. Question 1. Here we go. What do you think about getting old? At this moment in time, what's the vibe?
Right now, but also I look at it from a perspective of when I was 20 to what I'm like going to be at 30.
Yeah.
It's like two different people, isn't it? So it's maturity, it's the knowledge that it's the world knowledge and the life skills that you develop and what you experience and what you go through. That's not to say that a 20-year-old does not experience the same thing as a 30-year-old. It all does depend, but you would imagine someone who is 10 years significantly older, they've experienced more. But it's also really quickly, but the conversations that you have to have as you get older as well, like the conversations that you have with like, this won't be the case for you because your parents are younger, but also like as you get older, you think more around kind of parents no longer being here. Also the responsibility of what that looks like.
None of us are promised tomorrow, Gail.
Well, this is it, but it's the things that they don't teach it in school. So about like mortgages and about wills and things like that you have to turn around and get like as you get older as well, like understanding pension and
also
tax.
like, and some of them
council tax,
like even like for your parents, they might not like understand stuff. So like if you both don't, like I'm lucky that mine luckily like usually quite savvy. So they were going on about like when they were like, oh yeah, we'll have to sort like the stuff. Even though they're like, I suppose it's always good to have a will. They were like going about the will, and they're like, probably we'll have to like do like a trust fund thing to like. And I was like, I wouldn't like if that was me, and I'd be like,
wouldn't have a clue.
Good luck.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Good luck.
Yeah.
They were like, they always say to me, they're like, I always joke about like, I'm like, oh, my dad's always helping out like granddad with anything or like helping. And I'm like, they're always like, we're going to be like fucked with you because like, what are you going to be able to do? And I'm like, honey, I'll have to pay someone to do it because I can't like use a screwdriver. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, I think that comes down to that thing of people just, I think through my life, people just like, give it here, it's easier if we do it. So then I was never taught. And I think growing up, I've now got to that bit where I'm like,
which is what, but my mum when I was growing up always used to say, one day I won't be here.
Yeah, so come and look how to do this.
I'll teach you, I'll talk you through it, do it.
I remember calling my mum when I moved to London and asking how to, like, what the washing machine was talking about. I feel like I'm better now. I think there's so much stuff, but like building, like, you know, like if I was like, get a house or like do...
Plumbing, double glazing.
And all the money it costs.
Setting an alarm. Like
underfloor heating.
It was like a few weeks ago when I was here and the very first episode.
Yeah.
And someone knocked on your door.
Yeah, but they opened the door.
That, like, for me, like, coming in to read the meter, like...
I mean, it used to be like that when I had, like... Because obviously I never see the landlord here. Like, and it's, like, through a company. But when I was living in London, obviously, it's, like, a shared house. He would, like, come in. Like, you'd be there, like, every week. There was a point where he used to come every day. And, like, some of the tenants, like, got pissy. And they messaged him. They were like, by the way, you're supposed to give us notice when you come up. So he started doing that. Then he stopped. I mean, he was a really nice landlord. Like, Paul was... Shout out to Paul. Yeah, like, some of them... Like, I used to see him all the time. Because he'd come around. Because we had bloody coins on the washing machine. I had to pay £1 for an hour on the washing machine and the tumble dryer.
Stop it. And I bet you they were never dry. For an hour.
For an hour. I had to... The way it would cost me, like, it'd be like £4 for me to do me whites, me darks and me colours.
Nah.
Or me lights and me whites. What? Me lights and me
whites.
Me lights and me whites.
Me lights and me whites. Wow.
Anyway, sorry, I've only asked. Back to the questions. What do you think about not moving on in life? Is there a stigma behind it all, i.e. getting married, etc.?
No. Because as we spoke about before, what are you comparing yourself to? The standards of what you've seen everywhere else. Just because, like, who like has the nerve, the gall, the audacity, the gumption to turn around to anyone and go, well, I got married at 28, you're 42 and you're still not married. Why? Who's saving up to buy a house? Because for a house now, minimum is what, 115 grand, roughly.
I was going to say 250.
That's what I'm saying, but minimum for like a house.
Yeah, or even if you got like, say you bought a apartment or something, like anything mortgaged.
It's a lot of money, and I'll be completely honest, it's probably money that I will never see in my lifetime. And that's why there's so many more people are renting over than buying houses.
Yeah, and that's why the renting's so expensive.
It's the economy, it really, really is. And there needs to be a better approach for first-time buyers, for individuals who, God forbid, are widowed or on their own, die in their houses, and then that's just given to like the cat shelter.
I think you should be like a politician.
Do you?
I feel like you've always got like, and I don't mean like it's like when you like, you're very passionate about it, like saying like there need like these changes. Where I'm like, yeah, like changing a light bulb, and you're like, there are legislations.
But there is, and that's the whole purpose of what society is. It's built around. It's meant to be built on equality and fairness. And the thing that really, really annoys me is there isn't. It's so unfair, and ultimately, it's a survival of the fittest. And if you're not, you are on the bottom of that pile.
That's right.
And it's so, so true. And there's so many people that were once in a really, really good position because of the way that the stock markets were at, or the way that there was certain kind of areas like steelwork were considered more high. But now it's all like, what are they called? NWTs?
NFTs.
What are they?
No, they're the images that aren't they like the things you buy.
Like,
I think they're dead now.
No, but that's what I'm using that as an example of how
AI.
But this is it. That's now what's in vogue, and it's very zeitgeisty, and that's very the moment.
Yeah.
So it's that thing of don't let comparison kill you, because if you allow it to, it will. So do what you need to do at your stage of life, on your path, and don't listen to what everyone else is saying, or what social media are telling you what you should look like, what you should wear, how you should dress, who you should marry.
Gay, straight, or bi. Next question. When does it feel natural to lose contact with friends, and when does it feel like a great loss?
Oh my God. Read the first bit again.
When does it feel natural to lose contact with friends? I suppose there's been a lot of people that I was friends with at school that I obviously like drifted away from. But I just think it's very much, for me, it's life. Life gets in the way with stuff. And I
don't think the right thing to say is life gets in the way. I don't think it's that. I think it's life happens, but also life to you is very different to life to me. So it's that thing of each person's life is moving and continuing.
Yeah. So like, I'm talking like, obviously if this happens, you make friends outside of like past school or uni and stuff. I think those are friends that a lot of them are people that you've just become friendly with because you're
similar interest.
And there's not also, that was all the people that you saw. So you had to make friends with them.
It was going to be them. It was always going to be them.
And then I think, so there's a lot of people that you may have been friendly with at school that then you of course, like you're not going to stay in contact with them anymore. But I think as you like as an adult, and then as you get older and still like lose contact with friends or whatever, I think sometimes my vibe is now, I'm like, well, also I didn't make the effort. A lot of the time, I'm like, it is, and also vice versa. In either way, I think the easiest thing to say is it's a two-way street, and that could be for you. I've definitely done it before, and I've like, I could have made, but I'm like, well, also they didn't, and that's fine. Maybe they didn't feel
it.
Like
takes two to tango. It really does. It does.
I think there's a lot of that, but then I don't know. I guess like the loss of a friend. You're talking about.
This is what scares me.
What?
Like the thought of
like having an argument with someone.
No.
Are you talking about death?
Yeah.
No, I think they just meant like.
Oh, okay. But as you get older, that's also a thing of. Like, there will be one time where
Oh, are you saying one of us will have to go to the person's funeral?
Isn't that vile to think about? Like, isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
Like, that really upsets me, but also as well, it's knowing that there will be a time where one of us will send the last message to each other, which is mind-blowing, which is general. That's what happens with life and death.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I
get
that's
that. Where that is about, like, you've got to enjoy it and just.
This is why it's so important that you live in the moment and you experience everything that you can.
Because otherwise, and that's like life. And I think that was like us with this. We were like, let's just do it. Like, life is going to get in the way, but like, otherwise, we're just going to get older, and then we're going to regret it. And we were like, even if it's just for us, it's what we want to do. So
this is it.
Because otherwise, there'll come a time where you might. It's,
don't live with regrets.
All good things must come to an end.
This is it. Everything's got an expiry date.
That's right. There's only one thing that's death comes for us all. That's the only thing I know for certain. Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday?
Not really.
No.
Kind of over it. I'm just a bit done now.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. What's your ideal stay-at-home night like? Stay in at home night.
Take away something on the TV, candles lit.
I am popping an edible and I am...
I was going to say, can we say that?
I am...
The edible is dropped.
Baby, I'm putting on The Story of Tracy Beaker and I'm strapping in and I'm going to watch all of that.
Strapping on.
And I'm strapping on. I'm going to watch all of it. And the next day, I'm going to completely not remember that I watched TV last night. And I'm going to get in the shower and I'm going to listen to the song Roslyn. Oh, just so sweet. Oh, just terrified. New Moon.
Right.
I'm putting that on and I'm in the shower and I'm pretending that I live in like a flat, in like an apartment in Oregon, overlooking like a lake or like something, and it's like pouring down with rain, and I've got like low lighting on, 2-bedroom place, and I like work from home and stuff.
Moody.
And I've got like a man's coming home from work, and like I'm just in that vibe, and then I'm going to bed.
I had an edible the other night, and I mean, like, here I am, and the telly is like there, like I was so close to the telly, and I was like this, and I watched back to back the Lizzie McGuire movie and the Hannah Montana movie. And when I tell you, it was bliss. It was sheer bliss. I was in the Lizzie McGuire movie. I was Hilary Duff as Lizzie McGuire.
Oh yeah,
I was Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana, and I was them. So every time people would be asking me, I was responding.
Yeah. I'm fully like
engrossed
doing it. Like I will create, or whatever I'm watching, I'm like creating the character, and I'll pause the film, and I'll be like, okay, this is where my character would talk, and then I'd continue the film. When you're and that's sober.
This is what I'm saying. Like when you're doing bits, like round the flat, and like it's silence, what's one of your vocal stims? What is your go-to number one vocal stim?
I don't know. I have so many.
Because mine always is, I'm not being funny, but, and then I start having like full-blown arguments with myself.
One of mine is and basically. That's how I get into like I'll be having an interview with someone, and they've asked me a question, and I'm pretending that I'm I normally what I'm doing is I'm pretending that I'm the current showrunner of Doctor Who, and it's been the biggest hit so far, and everyone's like, how has he done it? And I'll be sat there and I'll be like, and I think at the beginning we were sort of toying with the idea of different relationship, and I'll just fully go into that.
Love that.
And I'm like, so if I had someone living with me.
Do I have to give that up? Do I have to give that up?
No, honey. They're going to have to be good at improv because I'm going to need a scene partner.
Just yes,
I'm not looking for love. I'm looking for a scene partner.
I'm looking.
That's the bottom line.
The bottom line is you are not looking for a lover. You're looking for a scene partner.
Not looking for a husband. I'm looking for a scene partner. That is my entire life mantra.
Wow, that is. I think
put it on a t-shirt.
We've hit kind of.
How can you continue after that? You can't.
That's thinking
like dropping the mic.
If Kate King was here,
she'd love that.
She would. She'd just be going.
By the way, she's an ally because I saw a video where she goes about like, I have no problem with being gay or lesbian.
I am Christian, but I love the gays.
And I'm like, do you know what? You love something like that, and I use that as a gift. Anyway, I think that's it.
Queen.
I think. Any final words on Dirty 30s?
No.
The bottom line for you is?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I am.
The bottom line is Mamma Mia, here we go again too.
Yeah, the bottom line is strap in because the 30s are going to be wild.
Yeah.
Death of 32, watch. Dead of 32.
Elizabeth Sladen died. I remember watching a trailer and like someone did a video when Elizabeth Sladen died from Doctor Who, and it went with their fucking character going, I think I can go on forever. And then it cut with Elizabeth Sladen has died. And I was like... And I just like, that didn't go the way you thought it did.
I was so upset. Do you know what? There were 3 people that I was really upset that died really quickly, I'll tell you.
Go on.
Elizabeth Sladen was one.
Yeah.
Caroline Flack.
Yes.
Paul O'Grady.
All
3 of them really, really broke my heart.
Viv upset me.
Viv, yeah.
I would say Viv upset me. I would say, like, Kim. I was quite sad when Kim Woodburn passed.
Yeah.
And obviously Diana.
I wasn't born. You weren't born. We all know where you were.
You weren't born.
You weren't born.
And that's it.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Guys, make sure to keep up to date on all the socials, links in the description boxes below.
Because you're missing out otherwise.
Because you're missing out. Because if you're only watching the part, honey, you're only getting half the story. Thanks so much for watching. All the best. Lots of love. See you soon.
Bye.